T'Challa has been a loving member of the family for so many years. We've really enjoyed having him, but sadly, we have a life that we have to live, and it requires us to basically have to leave him at the house from time to time. And so today is one of those days we have to leave him. So we are abandoning the puppy, but he will still be in the house. So when we return to the house, as long as we return to the house, he'll be here. With that said, the last thing we want is for him to start experiencing any forms of separation anxiety. Okay, so you're probably a new dog owner and you're like, what is separation anxiety? Let me explain. You remember that moment when your parents dropped you off at the daycare or the babysitters and you were like, oh my God, look at all these kids. God, they're loud. That one's dirty. That one has gum in his hair. That one has his finger up its nose, like really up there, like his knuckle is gone. But then you turn around and your mom's not there or your dad's not there and you just like start freaking out and you're like going crazy. That feeling of dread, that feeling of panic and just sheer, holy, they left me. Yeah, that's separation anxiety. But for dogs, it's not really that different. Your dog may be experiencing or maybe showing signs of separation anxiety and you didn't really even notice it, or you don't notice it because you think the dog's just being bad, or you think, you just have a very energetic dog right when you're getting ready to leave. But 9 times out of 10, if you live in an apartment and you've gotten complaints about your dog whimpering all day long or barking at everything, or when you come home you find your house destroyed, or either your dog just like greets you in the front door just like in a complete panic, he's peeing all over you, he's just going crazy, and he's just like, it's like a crackhead just found a rock. Yeah, your dog may actually be experiencing separation anxiety. So it's a good thing to know about, and it's a good thing to monitor for, but then also, and that's part of the reason why you're here, it's a good thing to train to prevent. It's a lot of training on your part for you, but it's going to benefit your dog a lot. A lot of the training is on your dog too, so don't feel like you're the only one who has to, be on a leash all day long, unless you're into that kind of thing. While you are still home, while you're at home, try to create a routine for the dog. This goes along with the dog's training, goes along with pretty much everything that we've told you before in previous videos, so make sure you go back and watch our other videos. As a matter of fact, hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. In your dog's training, they're going to develop this routine. When you wake up in the morning, they're going to know, okay, do I get treats in the morning? Do I get breakfast in the morning? If they do, that's part of the routine. So if you're getting ready to leave on that day, make sure you follow that routine to the letter. It's going to help you so much. Now, some of the symptoms of separation anxiety, they differ amongst different dogs, but some of the things that are common to look out for, like when you grab your keys or you put on your shoes, you put on your socks, a jacket, whatever you usually put on or bring onto your person when you're getting ready to leave the house. The moment you start doing that and your dog starts pacing, starts going crazy, starts barking, peeing, and just like starts shaking, all kind of things like that, those are signs of separation anxiety. Other signs, after you leave, you can hear your dog howling, barking, whimpering through the door, scratching at the door. That's a clear sign of separation anxiety. Or if you come home and you notice that your dog's chewed up your couch, chewed up your shoes, they've like peed all over the place, they've defecated all over the place, that's a sign of either your dog has some very, very bad chewing or bowel problems and you probably need to go see a vet, but it's also a good sign of separation anxiety. If you have barriers or barricades, things like, dog fences, we'll put a link to the description for put a link to this product in the description for this fence. But as you can see, it's sitting back here in the kitchen, in the dining room. We don't really use it too much anymore because he's been properly trained to not go places he's not supposed to go. Right, Chala? Whatever. You really don't want to leave your dog locked up in like their crate or in any kind of small enclosure for hours on end. Even though they do it in kennels and little dog, sometimes little what you call those things, dog daycares and stuff, it's still not really the best thing for your dog. Having your dog in a identified area where they will be safe is a big thing. The one thing you want to make sure you do in that area though is play with your dog in that area, make sure all of their toys are in that area, and even get to a point where at some point in time during your day, during your daily routine, you sit down and you relax in that area with your dog. So for us, like right here on the couch upstairs in the loft area where we usually all sit and watch TV, this is one of the perfect places to sit with your puppy and just relax. Give him one of his chew toys or something, just something that calms your dog down, or at least keeps their attention for a good amount of time. Link in the description for those things. Now, during your daily routine, go ahead and have in mind those different things that trigger your dog and practice those. What I mean by that, simply, if you go and pick up your keys and your dog completely just starts losing it, starts running all over the place and it's just like tearing up stuff, yeah, right before you feed them, pick up your keys. Just hold them in your hand and then just put them down. Or, like I said, right before you feed your dog, pick up your keys, put them in your pocket, go grab some dog food. Right before you pour it, just take the keys out your pocket, throw them on the table. Or keep them in your pocket, pour the food, then take your keys out, throw them on the table. Pet your dog, let them eat. It's just crazy stuff like that. If you have a dog that, starts whimpering or barking whenever you start putting on your shoes or you start shivering or something, yeah, go ahead, put on your shoes, go from the front door to the back door. Just literally, just do crazy stuff like that during the daily routine. Because what you're doing is you're trying to desensitize the dog to those triggers. These are normal things that you're going to be doing while you're getting yourself together to leave the house. You don't want your dog, losing her mind every single time you decide to do something. Let's say you're about to open the door for the family. You go and pick up your keys, your dog's going to go crazy. No. During the daily routine, go ahead and start incorporating those different triggers that the dog has so that you can desensitize them, and then you can go on about your day. Like, put your shoes on and just walk around the house, get fully ready to go, and then just go sit down, drink your coffee, watch CNN, eat your oatmeal, watch Looney Tunes or something. Wait, does Looney Tunes even still come on? God, I think I just told my age. His environment is going to definitely play a big role in how comfortable, how quiet, and how much, anxiety he's going to have, or how much anxiety they're going to have. Environmental noises in and around your house will definitely affect your dog's feelings of separation, feelings of anxiety, because of course they don't really know what's going on. It's hard to know what's going on, especially if they can't see out the window. You don't have any windows on your door so that they can look out the door, front door, and see what's going on. One thing you can do to try to enrich the environment of your dog and enrich their life, make sure they get a lot of exercise. T'Challa loves this ball. He will play with it all day long, which means I can do other things. Plenty of other things. I'll make sure the baby is in the way, rolling off the bed. So one of the most important things that I think is going to help you the most, it actually sounds kind of odd, but train your dog to actually like when you're leaving the house. Like, train them to feel that, okay, he's putting on his shoes or she's putting on her socks and her shoes and her jacket. Wait a minute, this means I get a treat. It works every single time. whenever we would get ready to leave, or when we start to leave, we would of course make sure puppy had a lot of attention that day, got really, got a lot of energy out, just like, now took him outside, let him play around. Most importantly, especially if your dog is a food-driven dog, definitely give him treats. T'Challa loves cheese. We will always try to put like little bits of cheese in his food. It's like cocaine for dogs. I don't understand it. But whenever we're getting ready to leave, we give him a little bit of cheese and he's excited. Almost to the point now where if Tiffany puts her shoes on, if she puts some cheese or some treats on the floor or near his food mat, he'll go to the cheese and the treats, and once he hears the door open, he'll run up, look to see that you're going out the door, but then runs right back to his treats and his cheese. And I mean, they're gone maybe within a few seconds of us leaving the house, but it definitely works, and it's like a reward. Your puppy is happy that you're getting ready to leave. He doesn't really, or she doesn't really care how long you're going to be gone, but they're extremely happy that, hey, I'm about to get a present, or I'm about to get a treat because you're getting ready to go do human things. It works every time. Now, when leaving, that's the biggest part. Do not try and trick your dog running to another side of the house, locking them in a room, or giving them an obstacle to get out of, and then you try to disappear. Don't do that. That creates more anxiety. Just honestly talk to your dog and then just leave. So, hey, be right back, dude. Okay? Don't do nothing. Don't do nothing crazy. Now, the first couple of times it is going to be kind of scary. Your dog is going to probably stand at the front door for a while, and you're going to be really worried that he's going to just go crazy or completely lose it. Don't worry. He's going to be fine. All right. Hey, puppy. Hey. Were you standing by the door the entire time? You were standing by the door the entire time? You probably weren't. Yeah, I knew you. You weren't standing by the door the entire time because you're not that kind of puppy. So guys, just remember, do right by your dog. Your dog's gonna do right by the furniture and do right by everything else in your house. So don't try and trick your dog. That's just gonna build the anxiety. Get your dog used to a routine, a daily routine. In the midst of that routine, make sure they're getting a lot of exercise, getting plenty of rewards for when they do all of the right things, getting plenty of treats when you're training them appropriately. When they're getting ready to leave, go ahead and make sure that they're getting used to you getting ready to leave. Basically, it's the same things over and over again. It creates that routine. You're getting your puppy ready and happy, basically happy that you're getting ready to leave. For more tips, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Check out some of our other videos. Other than that, like and subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next one. I gotta go ahead and get this puppy outside again before the sun goes down so that he can get all of this energy out and we can have a nice quiet house until the baby wakes up, and then we're at it all over again. So, come on, puppy. Let's do it.